Welcome dear students, I am Mr. Abhijit. In this practical session, we are going to see viscosity of lubricating oil by Redwood viscometer. Aim of this practical is to determine the viscosity of lubricating oil by Redwood viscometer. Apparatus we require the instrument, that is Redwood viscometer number 1 and stopwatch. Chemicals means the oil which is under test we are using here to determine the viscosity. Let us see the theory part first. The viscosity is one of the most important property of lubricating oil. It is the property of a liquid by which it offers a resistance to its flow. The units of viscosity are poise or centipoise. The conversion is given here. 1 poise is equal to 1 dyne per second centimeter square. Viscosity is the measure of internal resistance to motion of a liquid and is mainly due to the forces of cohesion between the fluid molecules. The absolute viscosity, that is eta, may be defined as the force per unit area required to maintain a unit velocity gradient between two parallel layers. The unit of absolute viscosity or coefficient of viscosity are poise and centipoise. So what is this Redwood viscometer? So there are two types of Redwood viscometer. It is Redwood viscometer 1 and Redwood viscometer number 2. These two viscometers works on the same principle. They have same shape and the method of testing. But the difference in these two viscometers is because of the diameter, or the difference of these two viscometers is because of the discharge capillary dimension. Means how much amount of oil is discharged with the help of the capillary, that differentiates these two viscometers. So Redwood viscometer number 1 is usually used for determining the viscosities of thin lubricating oils such as kerosene, mustard oil, etc. So this is the diagram of Redwood viscometer. If you see here, this is the thermometer. There is a Collarge flask at the bottom which is having 50 ml capacity. Then for heating the oil we have burner. It is a heating tube where the water bath is taken, and in that water bath we have kept a cup which is having this arc, open arc, through which oil is going to dispense. So this is a ball valve which is used to seal the particular hole at the bottom. There is a stirrer blade. Stir with the help of this stirrer shield. If you stir it, the water can attain a uniform temperature. Now we will see the parts of the apparatus. First one, that is oil cup. As I have already told you, this oil cup is a silver plated brass cylinder which is having a height about 90 mm and the diameter is 46.5 mm. The bottom of the oil cup is provided with the hole in which the bore of diameter like 1.62 mm is present. There is a level indicator in the cylinder, that is the point which is fixed in the inner side of the cup. A thermometer is inserted in the cup through the lid of the cup. Then a heating bath. It contains a water. The oil cup is kept into the heating bath. The heating bath is provided with the tap. Thermometer is also inserted in the copper bath to know the temperature. A heating bath is also provided with the stirrer to attain uniform temperature. Next one, that is spirit level. A spirit level is used for leveling the apparatus in vertical direction. So Kohler flask is also provided at the bottom, which is a specially shaped glassware where the flash is provided to receive the oil from outlet. The capacity of this flask is 50 ml. Now we will see the procedure of this determination of viscosity of lubricating oil. So you have to level the instrument with the help of screws which are given at the bottom. Then you have to fill the water bath to the particular height. Then you have to keep brass ball, that is also called as ball valve, in the position so as to seal the orifice. Whatever the hole is provided to the cup, which is sealed with the help of ball valve. Then you have to pour the oil which you have to test into the oil cup up to the tip of the indicator. Keep the 50 ml flask below the jet. Keep the oil and water well stirred and note their temperatures. When the temperature of oil and water are steady, raise the ball valve and suspend it from the thermometer bracket. Simultaneously start the stopwatch. When the level of oil dropping into the flask reaches 50 ml mark, then you have to stop the stopwatch and note down the time in second. This is nothing but the efflux time. You have to replace the ball valve in a position to seal the cup to prevent the flow of oil. So in this way you will get the first reading in second at particular temperature. You have to repeat the same process. For this you have to refill the oil on indicator tip of the oil cup. Repeat these steps once again by using Redwood 1 viscometer. The temperature T degree Celsius equal to T second. This is the viscosity at room temperature. You have to repeat the experiment at different temperatures by taking 5 degree Celsius or 10 degree Celsius difference and note the respective time of efflux as described in the observation table. Similarly, you have to determine the efflux time for the other lower temperatures. Then you have to construct the graph which is of viscosity and temperature and log viscosity and temperature. So what are the calculations? Viscosity, that is V, is equal to C multiplied by T, where C is viscosity constant which is given here, that is 0.063. T is time of flow, that is time of efflux in Redwood viscometer, that is given in seconds. So in this way you have to construct this observation table for which we have to consider the temperature, efflux time and viscosity in centipoise. The viscosity you have to calculate with the help of formula which I have shown you. Now we will see the temperatures and the efflux time. Suppose I am considering the temperature in degree Celsius like this. I have taken a 5 degree Celsius difference for the next reading. Suppose the efflux time for 50 degree Celsius temperature 145 seconds. For 55 suppose it is 138 seconds. Then for 60 degree Celsius 132 seconds. For 65 suppose it is 125. For 70 it is 120. For 75 it is suppose 112 seconds, and for 80 degree Celsius suppose it is 105 seconds. Depending on these observations you can calculate the viscosity in centipoise. Conclusion we can make for this, that is the viscosity of lubricating oil decreases with increase in temperature. Means as we increase the temperature, the time of efflux get decreases. That is because of decrease in viscosity. In this way we have seen how to determine the viscosity index by Redwood viscometer. So thank you.